Sorry about the delay, and let's see if we can play some chess. I don't know if this setup is exactly how I want it, but let's play a game and see if I can get it right next time. What do you reckon? Let's get the chat. Okay, let's try and play chess. And I apologize for being late. And hopefully we can have some good games of chess. It's 5-minute countdown. Which means every time somebody wins, you lose a minute. Okay. I don't particularly want to play e5. Okay. Now I'm not particularly interested in playing e5. I don't mind having an isolated pawn, so I'm just going to let him take on d4 or take on e4. And with my isolated pawn, I'm going to probably put rook on e1, stick a knight on e5 and try and attack him on the king's side. So we'll see what he does. Hello to Oddbjorn. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay. Not worried about knight b4. I can just put the bishop on b1. Not really worried about knight f4. Or am I? Let's put bishop on g5. Maybe I can play knight takes f6. Knight takes f6, then he's got the pinned knight. Yeah, he didn't like that. So let's do that. Or actually, if I go queen e2 and he takes on e4, okay, I can just get away with that. Let's do it. Takes, bishop takes g5 wins a piece, but I've got bishop takes e7 first. And now I still have bishop takes e7. But he has knight f4. Okay. Knight f4, bishop b5, check. This is not the perfect first game, but I learned the lesson the hard way that if you leave your machine on for a few days, don't expect it to behave normally when you come back to it at a crucial moment. Okay, just in case he was thinking of knight f4, now I don't have the check, hopefully. I'm going to stick a rook on d1, and then I'm going to probably put a knight on e5, and then mate him on h7. Ha! That would be nice. So now if I go queen takes e4, he has to go knight f6. No, he has to go g6, which weakens his king side. That's a good thing. Does he have any interesting discovered attacks? Well, knight c3 would lose to queen h mate, queen h7 mate. So he's got to play g6, and then he's weakened his king side. But he is threatening knight c3. So really what I want to do is to stop that, but keep the queen on the diagonal. Something like that. And then knight e5 takes g6. That would be a good plan. Now, can I provoke him into doing something silly with his bishop? I am threatening knight takes g6. Queen g5 doesn't help him much. He's going to get kicked. I was going to play h4, h5 anyway in some lines, so I think he's just helped me. Queen f5. Now he's asking for queen d2 with the idea of takes. Yeah, now he's running into trouble. I've won the pawn on h6. I'm going to take the pawn on h6. I'm going to play h5 probably, or knight. Something like knight g4 to h6 check. Not sure where that's going, but I can play h5. His g-pawn is pinned. Aha. Okay, have a think about this. I've got queen g5 and h5. That must be good. That must be good. But he's going to go knight f5, and I want to play something like... What can I play? Need something good here. Bishop d6 is tempting. No, rook c1 is probably better, with the idea of rook c7. Can't have everything. Can't have everything. Now I'm going to double the rooks. And then I'm going to bring my queen in. Maybe f4. What I really want to do is play h5, and I haven't had the chance to play f5 at all. Now queen h5, tricky move. I've got f3. I could. I'm going to take that. Now I'm going to go queen g5, mate. I think I've got queen g5 or queen h8. Queen g5. What have I got? Bishop f4. Okay. Yeah, I'm very lucky there. I think I had probably something a little earlier, but you can't find it. Now then, let me have a little look, see if I can. Just give me 2 minutes and I will try and correct the screen so that the chat is on live. Let me just see, where is the chat? Jack, if you can hear me, just tell me where the chat has gone and I shall find it and stick it on the screen. Otherwise, I shall play Oddbjorn again and see how we go. Let's see, chat. Pop out, here we go, that's the one. Just give me 2 seconds, Oddbjorn, and I will be with you. If there is any chat. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Output sources. This is great. I love this software. Just learning how to use it. Oddbjorn, you're a very patient man. Hello, Jack.
Why are you accepting the challenge? I can see
I am accepting the challenge. I'm just trying to find out how to replace this leechess.org panel with the chat.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
I wouldn't worry about it.
They want to hear you talk about it and draw arrows.
All right, just go on. Let's go for it.
Just accept the challenge.
Okay. Okay. Apologies for the interruption in transmission. Hopefully you can still hear me, and hopefully Oddbjorn, I've got to give you 5 minutes. That's right, and I've got 4 minutes. Perfect. We're away. We actually know how to do this. So, okay. Interesting. Bishop f4. Don't like it. All sorts of things could happen. I wasn't expecting that though. Okay. I'm going to pretend this is a French. And he's just put his bishop on f4 rather than g5. So that should be all right for me. And I have to say, I play this sort of nonsense as white. So I'm not really too worried. Okay, now he's moving a bit faster. That's good. I'm going to go knight d7. I'm not going to take it, but I'm just going to do that. He's going to go h4. No, he's not. I'm going to ignore it and play queen e7 and e5. I'm not going to give him any chances. Queen e7 and e5 is nice and solid. Get some pieces off. Maybe I'll take with the knight. Get some pieces off. And I am threatening e4, and I'm threatening f3, so he's got to take it with the bishop probably. It's not a nice move to have to make. What else can he do? Bishop e2? That would be a bit sad. Oh, he's doing it. Okay. I think I've got knight d5. I've got c3 and I've got f4. I'll take either of them. Takes an e5. I'm going to take it back with this pawn. And then I'm going to put my rook on d8. I'm not particularly worried about the pawn on c3. I just want the open files and the open diagonals. Jack, tell me you can hear me. And queen d3 is a fatal error. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take on f3. And that should be it. But you never know with blitz. I'm going to do that because it's exciting. And it attacks his queen. And also I could take that, or I could take here. No, I'm going to take my piece back. And then I'm going to go queen takes e3. Check, and it's all over. That's it. I am sorry for the delay. So now I'm playing with 3 minutes. And let's see how we do in the third game. The more time I lose, the less accurate anything is. So 3-0, and I go yes. And on this, we discovered that I can give him lots of time, and then I can play. Interesting. Okay. What am I going to do here? I don't really want to play any of these lines, so I'm going to go knight f3. Open Sicilian, or he's going to play a Philidor. I do love a Philidor. I'm tempted. Just go for it. See, I have played the Philidor, and I'm fairly certain that this is not Black's optimum sequence. Okay, e6, cutting. I mean, if you want arrows, here's a good arrow. Cutting his defences. So what do I do here? Bishop takes e6 looks fairly good. Queen d3 to g6 looks good. This all looks quite good. So I think I'll do that first. And if he goes knight f6, I've got a little trick. Ah, okay, he didn't fall for that. If he takes the other one there, I go bishop f7, check. Now I can go knight h4 to g6, which I will do. Light square's looking a bit squiffy. And in these sort of positions, when you've only got 2 or 3 minutes, this is manna from heaven. You just want to play logical moves without having to think too hard. And he's given me this set of weaknesses to play against, and so I'm just going to keep pushing and see what I can do. If he went knight b6, bishop f7 check, king takes, and I win the queen, this I cannot see an immediate win, but I can keep his king in the center. Now, king in the center. I'm not winning anything at the moment, but I am threatening to play. Oh, actually, he's got to do that. Bishop takes c3, knight takes h8. Yeah, I should be okay. But I've only got 2 minutes to prove it, so he's got to take on c3. Bishop takes b2, rook b1. I'm coming out on g6 again. I'm going to go rook e1 takes e6. Possibly. I might even have mate somewhere. Ha! What have I done? I've let him trap me. Okay, just don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Okay, do panic. Now then. What's he going to do? Can't really chase my pawn, can he? Rook c3 check. There. Can't really do much about that pawn. But on the other hand, can I catch his pawn? I think I've got enough time to play that. Two pawns on the 6th. What's he going to do? Let's just do it. Now this is standard win, hopefully, but I haven't got enough time. 2 pawns against the rook is enough, but I haven't got enough time to win it. I'm just going to go for a draw. That is a good game. Well played. I completely missed that my rook was being trapped. So now what are we on? I should write this down before I forget it. So now I've got 3 minutes and you've got 4. That makes sense. Three minutes to 4. Okay. Going to have to move faster. If I click rematch, and I've got to give him, oops, something like that. This looks very familiar. Very familiar. Okay, so I have been caught on the black side of something that I would probably like to be playing as white. So let's try not to let him go queen d3 and mate me. And I want to play e5, which I can get away with here. So I'm happy with this. I'm going to play e5. I don't have to take on g3 and give him the h-file, which I'm sure he'd love. I'm going to do that now. Queen d4. Are you trying that? Let's have a look. Queen d6, queen d4. Okay. Yeah. Does he have a target on c6? Probably not. Now I'm going to go bishop h3 if I can win the exchange, but he probably see it. No, he doesn't. Bishop h3. Give me the exchange. Do I want to take the exchange? Do I want to checkmate him? Take the exchange. Queen e4. Now I've got to find a way to get my pieces into his position. So I've got queen h5. Check. Queen g5. Do I really want to let him take that? Probably not. Okay, let's be a bit of a cheaper merchant and guard the pawn on c6. Now I'm going to... Oh, we saw that. Rook b8 takes d2. Rook takes b2. Queen e4. going round in circles. And rook there. Good. He's going to win the exchange back if I take that. I just noticed rook takes b2, and then he goes bishop h7 check and wins. So I'm going to put my king there. Now I'm threatening rook takes b2. The question is how can I get my pieces at his king? That's the problem. He's going to go queen f5. Okay, he's going to go queen f5, but do I care? No, not really. g6. This is okay. If I go king g8, he goes bishop takes g6, and that's probably a draw. Got to do something here. Oops. Finger failure. Okay. Resign that. Now we had a draw, and I don't know quite what happens after a draw. We should both go down a minute. But I'm going to leave that at 3-3 and just play. This time it's serious. Okay, I never really got to the problem, the knotty problem of getting my pieces in to his position. Even though I won the exchange, I just played too slowly. And really, I probably should have played something like rook e4 to h4. Now he's giving me a minute. That's very kind of him. Yeah, I didn't really want to play that, but I'm going to have to. Not too bothered about this. Where's he going? Where is he going? Nowhere. He's got to go back. Now I've got some good squares for my pieces. In these sort of positions, I just want to attack on the queen side with a4 and knight c4. And he's helping me a little by weakening d6. With any luck, I can make that count for something. Now he's given me e5. e5. Go on. Knight e5. And then knight f3. That's interesting. Okay, we'll take that. And that, and then queen a4. Something like that. Bishop takes d6. I want to go queen a4. And he is running out of time but I'm not really proving anything in this position, am I? Maybe I can go knight b3 to c. That's what I'll do. I'll play b4 and I'll go knight b3 to c5. That's a good plan. What's he going to do in response? Probably play e5, which is a bit tricky. Now he can't play c5 ever, and I can play bishop a6. With the idea of and I can play g3, something like this, and push his queen back. I would push his queen back, but he's not going anywhere. So I'm going to put my bishop on f1 and just let him move some pieces. Good. Take that. Good, good. Right, so I really want to play c4, something like that. I do not want him to play bishop c2. He's going to have to play bishop d3 to c4, and I go bishop f1. Okay. I've got a good positional move here. Bishop f1. And then, yeah, I suppose. This must be good for me. It's got to take time out. I do that. I do that. I do that. I do that. Now then, do I have anything except a draw? I don't know. Let's have a look. I can still play. That move and bring my king over. Let's do it. Yeah, that was lucky. So should we be 3-3? I think we should be 3-3. I think he rather generously gave me an extra minute last time. If I didn't give him his time last time, it was because I seriously lost track. That's what happens when you drop pieces. Let's say 3-3. Okay. Let's do that. 3-3. And see what happens. 3-all. I don't really trust this line. Okay, you've got to be careful. Got to be careful. I'll probably take the exchange. I'll take the exchange. He's got rid of his light squared bishop. And with any luck, this bishop, the absence of the bishop, is quite good for me. So I'm going to take on e5 and try and develop my pieces somewhere sensible. Possibly he's going to exchange off some pieces for me, and now he's got that. I'm definitely going to take that. That doesn't look too bad. And I'm going to go knight f5 and take on g3. Possibly he has some tricks. Like that one, maybe. I've got knight takes g3 first. Okay, I've got knight takes g3 first because I am threatening e4. Now I've got queen d7. This is okay. Knight e5, do I take it? I don't know. I should have something a bit more aggressive, and I like my bishop. I feel certain that I've missed something critical, but knight d4. Okay, you can have the c file. I'm coming down the d file. Hopefully, like there. Yeah, okay. Possibly that wasn't the best positional sequence. I'm going to put my bishop on f6. I'm going to go a5 and a4. Queen c6, surely not with 48 seconds left on your clock. Okay, I'm just going to avoid it. Queen takes a2. I can go rook c8. Queen e2 actually. And I'll just take it. Go there. Get some pieces off. Where are you going to put that? Do I want to give you the queen? No. Actually, that's a good point. Do I want to give you the queen? Not really. It's a possibility. And knight b4. Bishop takes b2. It's been hanging there for a while. Okay, so now he's after that pawn. I don't see a way I can save it. Don't see a way to save it, so take it. Take it, take it, take it. That's interesting. Okay, now we're doing something. I think we're back to this. Yeah, sorry about that. So 3-2. Now then, how do you do that? If you challenge me to a 1 minute game and I... Now, how do we do that? 3 minutes. If you send me a challenge to a 1 minute game, 2 minute game. Oh, that's right. And I give you an extra minute. Okay. In these positions, you just move first and think later. Now he's thinking. What do you think? I've already got a challenge for after this match. I'm not sure I'm going to be in a fit state, but I will play. So now I'm happy. Interesting. Could have played something else. Okay, I've still got time. For some reason, I was moving too fast. I must have a reasonable position. Not totally sure why I move so fast, but it's done now. Where's he going? Not sure he's going anywhere. Oh, hello. Yep. Difficult. Don't think I'm going to survive this one. Uh, that was lucky. Oh, that was so lucky. That's not a textbook example of how to play material up. So what did I end up with there? That was 3-2, honestly. I should write these things down. I do not think the next game is going to be quite so lucky. Aha, okay, so 1-3. So I don't think it's going to be that easy. Gotta try and win this one. One minute each. And then I've got to give you 2 more minutes. Okay, here we go. Ah, interesting. Okay. Interesting. I got 35 seconds to try and win this. It's not easy. Ay, caramba. I'm going to try and mate him. I've got a rook on the 7th. I've got 27 seconds. Which way are you going to go? 27 seconds. Rook g2, king f1 loses, king h1 loses, king f1, and then I can go bishop f3. I should probably put my rook here first. So I have a chance to mate him. Oh, he has done that. Okay. I'm going to try and get the rook on the 7th. That's a good move. Bishop e4, very good move. He could have taken it before. I've got 6 seconds to mate him. Excellent. I have got a mate in mind. That's not fair. That's not fair, but it's a good move. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay. Ah, terrible. What happened? I thought I had, oh, of course we went g4. Well done. Well done. Well done. I had something like rook d2 and h2 mate, maybe, but you know, you need the time. So that's 1-2. Okay, tight. But I don't quite know how this is working out because I think I've won, according to that, 5 games. Who knows? Now it's 1 against 2, maybe. Okay, let's do it. One against 2, very tense. So I've got to give him 2 minutes. Now that should be enough. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it just shows you how much counterplay you can find even with 5 or 6 seconds left. I had my thoughts of rook there and h2 check. Possibly mate. So what do you think of it so far, Jack? It's closer than I thought. I seem to have lost 182 points in one game, which I'm not sure about. How did that happen? Okay, so I've got to give you a minute, haven't I? So I've got to give chesspatzernor a minute, and then I can play a move. Gosh, my mouse is stuck. Just when I needed a decent mouse. Don't do that. Queen h4, something like this. I do have something like this, and invading down the d file. Something like that. Looks terminal. That's terminal. Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. That was such a desperate attempt. Thank you, Chesspatzer Spain, for your donation. Good game. I managed to swindle my way to a mate there. Queen h4 takes h7 was never on except after rook d8, and I couldn't think of a way of making that count. It's a good game. It's a very good match, and I probably need to lie down now. So Paco de la Chia, I hope you don't mind if I just take a break. I might come back and play a few more games, but right now, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a look and see what Chesspatzer UK Jack is saying on his channel. Over and out. And thank you very much to Oddbjorn for playing.